Hey guys, as you know, I just recently shared my news with you guys telling you that I was pregnant. I remember in the videos that I used to make when I was talking about my pregnancy, my husband and I was having problems conceiving, and I told you guys that I was going to just quit thinking about pregnancy or anything pregnancy related and focus on my body and my weight loss and even just learning how to put makeup on my face and all that stuff. So I started really concentrating on that. And then I was still having some pelvic pain, and my doctor had told me that he wanted to go in there with a camera to see what was going on. But it turns out that I am right now pregnant, and I actually found out that I was pregnant the day before I was supposed to go in with the doctor so that he could have gone in there with the camera to see what was causing my pelvic pain and to see if my tubes were blocked or if something was going on inside there that we couldn't see on the outside, pretty much that kind of stuff. But I found out I was pregnant 2 days ago actually, and I put up when I found out I was pregnant. I came on YouTube to let my followers know, if I even have followers. But I came on there to let everybody know that I was indeed pregnant. I had just found out, and it was in the middle of my workout. I found out that I was pregnant last week Friday. I started feeling really nauseous throughout my workouts, but I had no idea why I was feeling nauseous. So I decided that I was gonna start eating because maybe that might have a little bit of something to do with it. So I started eating before I work out. That way I wouldn't be able to feel nauseous, but it did nothing for me because I would eat and then I'd wait 10 minutes and then I'd go do my workout, and I just felt nauseous throughout my workouts, and I felt like I couldn't push throughout my workouts as much as I used to. So then it started making me feel like a waste because I was working out but I wasn't pushing like I always did. And I just suddenly felt like maybe I should go take a pregnancy test. I had already peed twice in the morning, so I knew I barely had any pee in me at that time because I hadn't even started drinking water throughout my workout yet. But then I just decided I was just gonna sit on the toilet and see if at least I could get 2 drops to come out. So I had all these little pregnancy test strips that I got off of eBay. I got a big bag of ovulation tests and pregnancy test strips. There was 50 ovulation tests and there was 20 pregnancy test strips in the bag, and I got it for $10 off of eBay. And I decided to try one of the ovulation test strips and one of the pregnancy test strips, and I had one first response test left, but I didn't want to take it because I didn't have enough pee. So I took the ovulation and the pregnancy test strip, and I just wanted to see if the ovulation test would have worked as well. So when I took the ovulation, so when I got some pee out of me, I dipped them both in there, and then I just finished up my little business. And then when I looked at the test, there was 2 lines for both tests, the ovulation and the pregnancy. There was 2 test lines, and I was just in so much shock that I was pregnant. It was like totally unexpected. Like I just really didn't expect it. It was just unexpected. Like I mean, I wasn't even thinking pregnancy. I wasn't even thinking anything close to pregnancy. I just thought I was sick, honestly, because I had just recently gone to my doctor and he told me I had some heart problem, and I was just wondering if it was something if it had to do with my heart. I wasn't even thinking pregnancy, and I called my friend. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning because I wake up like 5:45 to exercise, so I could be done by 8 at least. And it was 7 o'clock, and I called my friend, and she was not answering. And I called her again, and she didn't answer. And then I texted her, and I said, "You need to call me ASAP." And then she called me right away, and she said she was just changing her son's pamper. But I told her I was pregnant, and it was just like, whoa, I'm pregnant. Like so unexpected. I didn't even call my husband first. I called my friend first, and then I called my husband, and I called him 3 times, and he didn't answer. And I texted him, and I was like, "You need to call me." And then when he answered his phone, I was like, uh, I have bad news or maybe good news, just depends on how you want to take it. I'm pregnant. And he's like, "Why is that bad news?" He's like, "Aren't you excited? You're pregnant. Aren't you excited? Congratulations." I'm excited. And he just had all that excitement. I was like, I will be excited when I'm out of shock. But right now I'm just in shock, so I can't really be excited. I was in so much shock because I wasn't expecting. Like I was working out so hard, 3 hours sometimes 3 hours, sometimes 2 hours. It just depended. But I was working extremely hard for those hours. And when I found out I was pregnant, I couldn't help but think, how intense I've been working out. Like the day before, I was lifting 40 pounds, doing squats with my 40 pounds. Like I was lifting extremely heavy. So I just couldn't help but feel guilty and start worrying if I'm gonna miscarry, if I'm gonna have an ectopic pregnancy. I don't know how to pronounce it. I keep stumbling on. But I have all these worries in my head now that I might have hurt the baby, that I might miscarry or something. And I've been having all this pelvic pain and this like slight cramps, not intense or anything, but they're just slight, and they keep coming and going. I could feel it right now. Like right now, I feel like I'm about to bleed, but I'm not bleeding. Does that make any sense? Like I feel like I'm on my period, but I'm not really on my period. Just that feeling that my period is coming and I'm about to bleed. But that's kind of how I found out I was pregnant, in the middle of my workout, and it just freaked me out. Like I was just in so much shock that I was just waiting for 9 o'clock to call my doctor. And as soon as 9 o'clock hit, I remember I just called my doctor and I was like, um, "Is it possible that I get a blood work done? I just took a pregnancy test and it said that I'm pregnant, so I want to be able to be. I want to be sure, so I want to go do a blood test." And they were like, "Yeah, we'll do it at the hospital. If we do it at the hospital, we'll get the results back within an hour. Whereas if we do it within our lab, we will have to wait an entire day." So of course I chose the hospital, and exactly within the hour I got a call from my doctor, and he said, "Yep, you're pregnant." And I was like, "So when do I schedule my first appointment?" He's like, "Let's schedule it for next week Wednesday." So I'm waiting for my appointment next week Wednesday so I could be able to hear the baby's heartbeat and see what's going on in there to make sure the baby is okay. Because like I said, I do have a little bit of my concerns, especially with the pelvic pain that I have and the slight cramps that's just not going away. So after next week Wednesday, I'll let you guys know what's going on. Right now I'm 5 weeks and 2 days pregnant, so I'm pretty early in my pregnancy. But I'm gonna start making pregnancy vlogs to keep people updated on everything that I go through on a weekly basis, and I also want to start doing baby buys every week, so I will be sharing that as well. But I'm just gonna let you guys know and continue to update you guys and start vlogging. So hopefully you guys tag along and follow, and thanks for watching.